Hello YouTubers and welcome to yet another vlog or update video with me, Peter, the Master of Hoppets, talking about what's going on and some things to come very soon here on the Master of Hoppets. I seem to only do this once a year for some reason. I don't know, I tend not to do too many updates, even though it's, like I didn't even tell about you guys when I was going to Bamberg and all that stuff, which is kind of stupid because a lot of you guys have good recommendations if I travel and whatnot on breweries and whatnot to check out. But as this title says, I'll get on to that later in the video. We have some other things to go through first. So, firstly, I should have had my diploma as in the living room. But about a month ago, I got done getting my degree in brewing at the Scandinavian School of Brewing. As some of you guys might know, but I started working this year at a local brewery, at their place, they offered to pay for me to go through brewing school, and of course said yes. So I've been in brewing school this year. It's kind of like I'd almost say crash course in brewing. It's not as thorough, but you can build on it later on. This is like the most basic. It's called Certified Craft Brewer, and then you can build on it later. So, wait, it's done. It's awesome. So I got a degree in brewing. I must say I learned a lot, especially about technical stuff about brewing, and we had some like very fun classes about flavors and all flavors and things like that, which was really fun, and some in general very good lectures. So I got that done. I was there with some very cool people from around Scandinavia, even some people from Turkey, but mostly we're from Scandinavia. It's it's the Scandinavian School of Brewing. I can, after I have some more practical experience with my work, go a notch higher and become, I think it's called just certified brewer or something like that. And if I work even longer, I can become a certified brewmaster as well, which takes a whole lot longer time, but it's possible, which would be interesting to do down the line. Completely different change of career for me. I mean, I'm an English and media studies major who would have, been teaching in a high school. But I'm passionate about beer, and working in the industry was something I always dreamed of. So I'm doing it now, which is really cool. Yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. The next thing is the bad boy I have sitting right here next to me. So we're actually going a bit back to the good old days. If you've been following me since I started in 2009, you would know that the first beers I reviewed were winter seasonals and Christmas beers, because I got a Christmas calendar of beers from the local beer store here that I also worked at later on, and that was the first beers I reviewed. If you go back and watch my very, very horrible first video, you'll see that a lot of stuff has changed since then, but we're kind of going a little bit back, because Saveur Biere / Hopped, some online web shops got in touch with me and sent me this bad boy. Let's get it in frame here. It's pretty big. And pretty heavy. Yeah, Christmas beer calendar. Wow, it's huge. That's what she said. This doesn't even fit properly on the table here, but let's get it in. That looks so great, doesn't it? So, Hopped and Saveur Biere are online web shops. They're part of, I think it's called Interdrinks, which they import beer and sell beer all over Europe. Saveur Biere has been quite popular for a long time. And they did ship beer to Denmark for a while, but then they stopped. And then they opened Hopped, which ships beer to Denmark. It's like a sub-company of Saveur Biere or something like that. But it's a web shop. As you guys know, I work a lot with web shops that do beer or sells beer around Europe. And in one case, also the States. But they got in touch and said, hey, do you want to check out our Christmas calendar that we did for this year? And I was like, that could be fun. That could be really fun. So we got here a Christmas calendar of 24 different craft beers, and they say 24 different styles. That is pretty fucking impressive. So we'll see. I mean, maybe it's just like Imperial Stout, Adjunct Stout, or IPA, Double IPA. I don't know. It'd be interesting if you find like something odd in here as well. But as you see, the design looks very familiar. On the Biere Christmas calendar, it's because it's been done by the man himself, Carl Grandin, who does the artwork from Omnipollo. So he did all the artwork on this box here, and you can see all the openings here with the different numbers. And in each hole, there's stacked high quality craft beer. And apparently, it seemed like he was talking. One of the guys from Saveur Biere was talking about how it was Some of the beers were actually special for this calendar, which sounds really cool. And last year they sold out already in November. But the cool thing as well is that if you have NFC activated on your phone, on the top here, there's a place where you can place your freaking phone. And then every day when you open the calendar, pull out a beer, you place your phone there, you get info on what beer is in there, which is what the beer and like the tasting notes and everything, which is really cool. And then you can have a taste once you get home from work or whatever. But I thought this would be fun to get and try and do some Christmas themed beers in December. Now, I have loads of beers to review still, but this is not until until December, and a lot of it is Christmas stuff, and it's really fun. I thought to get back to basics a bit like I did back in the day, like kind of an homage to the beginning of the Master of Hoppets. So yeah, thanks a ton to Saveur Biere for sending this one out. I think we're going to be doing it for Christmas, but I want some suggestion for you guys in December. So I want to do it like a calendar every single day. But I've been thinking about the way of going forth with this will be, I will not know, I have no clue what's in here. I have no clue. I haven't tried using the NFC or anything yet. I don't want to do that because I don't want to spoil it. You know, it's like Christmas. It's like, ooh, interesting to see, with other Christmas calendars, if it's chocolate or whatever. It's always fun to see what's in there. So I think it will be blind. So every day, until I, of course, open it. So every day I will have no clue what I'm about. I'm probably going to pre-shoot some stuff, But whenever I shoot a video for it, it's not something I will actually not know anything pretty much. I'm going to try and see if I can fit this in my fridge. Because if there's like IPAs or something in there, you kind of want them cool. But then just pop it out. Use the little NFC thing to find maybe some info. Or just check it out. Look at it, talk about it, drink it, and then see what we think with no bias whatsoever. Unless, of course, it's maybe a brewery I know. I think that was could be a fun way of doing it. But if you guys have other suggestions or other ways you'd like to see this done, let me know, and we'll do it like that. But I thought it'd be fun just for a different little thing, just to say, hell, let's try and open it. So thanks a ton to Saveur Biere and Hopped for this box. You can get it on, I'm not sure if it's still on Hopped, but Saveur Biere, it's funny enough, see advertisements on Facebook all over for the box still. So check them out. And I'll put the link for Saveur Biere down below. Okay, with that out of the way, another traveling announcement. I'm going to Sweden in December. So from the 1st to the 3rd of December, I'll be in Gothenburg, Sweden. Gothenburg is a very close city from here, and I'm going there to meet up with a fellow beer blogger that you guys probably know. I already met him in person a few years back. It's Simon Martin from Real Ale Craft Beer, previously Real Ale Guide. So we were in touch and we're talking. We talk a lot on Facebook and whatnot about beer and stuff like that. And then he was like, hey, I'm actually going to Sweden to do a collab soon. I don't know if it's possible for you to go. And I was like, yeah, it depends on where it is. It's in Gothenburg. And it's so easy to get from where I'm based in Denmark to get to Gothenburg. It's so easy. So Simon is going to go do a collab with Två Feta Grisar. I think that's how you pronounce it. Två Feta Grisar. The Two Fat Pigs, a brewery over in Gothenburg. I've never had any of the beers. And they're kind enough to say, yeah, of course, Peter, you can come along and we'll have a good time, have some fun, drink some good beers. And Simon's going to do the brewing with the guys. I don't know. I'll probably help in a little bit. But it's, Simon's collaboration. So it'll be fun. It'll make some fun collab videos. But I'd like to get some recommendations for Gothenburg. By that time, I think OO Brewing should be up and running. I've been talking to the guys and they said I'm more than welcome to come and have a look. So it'll be fun to check that out. And there's, of course, also Biere. Last time I was there was also Ølrepublikken, which was a great place. And I know that the Omnipolo guys, or Omnipolo, is opening a bar there as well, so that could also be something to check out. It's an entire weekend. I'm probably leaving either Thursday evening or Friday morning or something like that, and I'll be there for the entire weekend. And then also, if I could meet up with some of you guys, I hope to meet up with Johan, who sent me a couple of beers, not a couple, a lot of beers over the years from Sweden, who kind of introduced me to the Swedish scene. Hope to meet up with him because he's near Gothenburg. So, but any of you guys, it'd be fun to meet up. It's always cool to meet you guys when I'm out and about. But then we got traveling again next year in May. Oh no, not May. I wrote May. Why did I wrote May? Right, May. In February, I'm going to Madeira, the island of Madeira. I guess it's near Portugal. Also, it's a part of Portugal. So I'm already meeting up with John. I'm going to call you John, dude. Another subscriber of mine who sent me some beer this year, and he's already arranging a lot of stuff in order, like for vlogging and like checking out the local cuisine, sites and whatnot, and even some Portuguese beer, which is really cool. So that will be really fun. I think he's the only guy I know from Portugal, but I've met quite a few Portuguese subscribers and whatnot at festivals. So if you have any recommendations or what to check out, I know it's just Madeira. So, but I thought it's a vacation with family, but when I go abroad and go traveling, I like to bring the camera and do some vlogging. But the big announcement that I am the most excited about, of course, is that I'm going back stateside. I haven't been to the States since 2012, but I'm going back this summer. It's probably going to be in the July. Or not probably, it's going to be in July, but the plans are not completely finalized. We're buying the tickets very soon. I'm going with my mother and my sister's boyfriend for my mother's 60th birthday. And instead of having a big party, we're going to the States to visit family and do some traveling. And so far, the only predetermined destinations is New York and California. That's big, but we're going to do the trip of kind of like I did in 2012 from San Diego and up, because we have family and relatives and whatnot in California, and it's a nice place. I wouldn't mind visiting California again. And New York, I've also been, but I was not old enough, and there's so much happening in the New York scene. I'm gonna be trying to do a little bit of stuff on my own as well. We're gonna be gone for about 4 weeks, so it's a lot of time I have. So I'd love to get some recommendations from you guys. The locations so far for me will be like in California, will probably be San Diego, San Luis Obispo, and San Francisco. I'm not sure about LA. Maybe, I think Monkish is near there or something like that. I mean, I'm gonna look into that. And New York so far, I think it's just Manhattan, the Big Apple. It's only gonna be a few days, but we're also talking about Vegas. I've been thinking about personally making a trip myself to Albuquerque because I studied there. It'd be fun to go back. And also Boston. I've been thinking Boston because of Trillium. It's not too far from New York, so it could make sense to go there. But again, it's 4 weeks. It's not like, it's a long time, but it's traveling across the country and all this stuff. I don't have infinite amount of time, but I'll do more updates on this the more the plans get finalized for going to the States. And I really hope to meet some of you guys over there. I mean, America is just one of in my mind, the best places for craft beer still. The things that are happening over there is just great. And a lot of you guys who follow, actually my main subscriber base is still American, which is crazy. Closely followed by Sweden. Sweden, you overhaul both the UK and Denmark. So yeah, we're going to the 2 most subscribed country to this channel, the US and Sweden. And then also Portugal. But it will make for a lot of great trips. So a lot of stuff coming soon to the channel in kind of, I guess, a vlog-ish format when I'm out and about on these trips. And it will be great fun also to meet, Simon and whatnot over in Gothenburg, and then Madeira experience in that island. But the big thing is the States. So July, or let's see, December, we got the calendar review, and we got Sweden, Gothenburg. And then in February, we got Madeira. And then, I mean, May, there is actually also Copenhagen Beer Celebration. And you bet your ass I'm going to be there again this year. And then July, we got the States. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little update. Again, any recommendations to any of the places I talk about that I'm going, I'd love to get some recommendations on what to check out. Maybe not just beer, but also food. I want to try and avoid a lot of the touristy things, at least in the States, because I've already been to these locations before, so I've seen the touristy things. But hey, we'll see. I'm not going to, devote the entire time in the States to only beer stuff, because I'm there with my family. So that was that for the little update. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are having a great, well, you're watching Wednesday evening, or Wednesday in general. It's Tuesday evening I'm shooting this. So yeah. And that does it for this little update, guys. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. And give this update a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And really looking forward to going back stateside next year. It's going to be great. So cheers and nothing on my phone. And see you guys in another beer review vlog or whatever.